What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, September 27th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for rolling through the punches with me. We all are in life in some way, shape, or form. So, congratulations to us all for getting up and getting at it every day. So happy Friday. I hope everybody's ready to get after it today a little bit. And here's the energy update through the astrology horoscope for this Friday. We got a moon in Leo coming off sextiles to the sun and Mercury in the south node. Definitely vibes there. Trine over to the north node. And coming off a square to Venus in the morning too. But, this is definitely a time to keep the fire burning, to keep finding our creative self, and to put ourselves in a place where we're finding happiness, love, and joy, and I think with the Libra energy, it's like, love and romance can be a thing with people right now. It's not like we have to avoid and just, not be, having that kind of energy in exchange with others, but it's like it's feeling like your flame's being snuffed out if you're not getting it from a relationship right now. When the truth is, like, the flame should be burning as bright as ever because we're actualizing ourselves and we're finding the fire within to move forward, to get up every day, to create life, to literally like identify what makes us happy and to put energy and effort into those things that make us happy, into joy in life. And you know what? We got to balance those things out too. Like, not everything's happy, happy, joy, joy in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's even coming off a square to Venus. Not everything is happy, happy, joy, joy. But we got to balance things out too. So we're finding ways to balance in our own unique ways, in our own ways to identify like what feels good. What do we really want to merge with? What are the really good connections in life right now? What are the things that I'm really passionate for? Where do I want to put my energy? And, it's one of those things where we can weigh one thing. Mercury and the sun are starting to come together. Sun's starting to meet with the south node. Like, we can overweigh out situations and start putting too much on a negative side of life right now. It's almost like we're trying to find balance, but we keep putting weights on the wrong end of the scale. So I think we need to be very conscious and identify what things we need to be putting on the other side of the scale, which is probably more in tune with what brings us happiness in life. And knowing that we have to create that happiness and we cannot be reliant on other people to bring the happiness in. We don't want to have the scales set up in our lives in some way where we're constantly in limbo because we're waiting for someone else's judge's ruling or jury ruling on like what we can be happy or feel good about or what we can create, right? So it's definitely not like waiting around for other people to show us that, this is to give us some kind of a ruling in life or some kind of a sentence. Like, we got to sentence ourselves to creative happiness, abundance, to feeling good and having to sit with uncomfortable things too. But realizing even when we get into uncomfortable situations that we got to sit there and learn something from it and merge with that feeling so that we know what the better, what the polarity is too. And that's part of identification too. To really know what isn't good. You never would even know. How would you ever balance anything out if there wasn't for duality, right? We wouldn't even know what good was if not good things didn't exist. So instead of having a day where we're feeling like our flames being snuffed out because of something, sit with that energy for a minute and then realize that you can create out of that. You can start stacking the cards in a better way for yourself because you know what better is. So even if things don't go, perfectly balanced today, this is definitely identification of how we can rebalance our lives and to really create beauty, happiness, love. And with Mars and Saturn in their trine, like, I'm telling you, like, the way you feel is how you're going to build and create right now. So you got to feel really secure and good about yourself and trust your emotions, because we can almost want to get too in our head about some things right now too and get stuck in this analysis paralysis still. And our soul knows what makes us happy. It knows what's good for us. It knows what helps us create. But we have to be mature enough and in a place where we're willing to take on that authority to create happiness in our lives and to push forward. And a lot of that is just as simple as a feeling. because that feeling is true. You know, it might not be true tomorrow, it might not be true in an hour, but there's truth in the feeling, you know? So trust your feelings, act on your feelings, build from your feelings, make decisions. Don't be in limbo right now, because we get rewarded right now with Mars trine Saturn if we're willing to be mature and constructive with how we feel and identify issues and problems and be more on the side of, I could do something to rebalance my life and my situations. Be in relationships, be in outside of relationship. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for Friday. So happy Venus Day. Happy Venus Day. Card for this Venus Day is the Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords. It's the page in reverse. I feel like this is being too immature mentally to thinking certain things are the end all be all, and not realizing that we have a lot of power to rebalance situations, and that we can put a lot of thought into the way to make life more balanced, into making life more fun, more creative, more conversational. Instead of like just getting stuck in one thing, let's remember that there's duality to all things. And even when things are high, we need to know that there's reasons for the high. It's because lows exist. And if we're in a low, we need to know that there's reasons why lows exist, and that's because there's highs coming. And I think it's finding that like place of solitude and understanding within our own mind to not be immature and think that one moment in time is the end all be all, because it's not. So take that for what it's worth. And if you want a reading, still doing $100 off, 3 more days to book and get the discount. So I hope a couple more people want to take advantage of that discount, because it's going to go away on the 30th, after the 30th, October 1st. So you have until last day of this month. And gosh, I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a great Friday. I'll see you all for the weekend forecast. Much love. Peace.